Bentrovati amici dell'orrore! Oggi, puntata speciale al film Cabal. Sì, perché abbiamo intervistato per voi l'attore Hugh Gross, che ha interpretato magistralmente il personaggio di Narcisse.
Lo so. Io devo darti una dimostrazione. È questo che chiedete. Io devo farti vedere.
Vedere cosa?
Il mio vero volto. Ecco a che servono questi. Sono un attore, sai? C'è un'altra faccia coperta da questa faccia. No! Fermo! Devo darti la prova! Quando l'avrai avuta mi porterai con te!
Un potenziale criminale, periodicamente in riformatorio. Qualche episodio di violenza, fedina penale pulita. È in cura da me più o meno da un anno.
C'era bisogno... C'ha la puttana. E c'era bisogno di fare tutto sto bordello per farsi il taglio di capelli come il mio. Per ovvie questioni di tempo, questa puntata sarà divisa in due parti. Ma bando alle ciance! Buona visione! Hello to all friends of Horror Horror. Today we have the great pleasure and honor of hosting the great Hugh Norman Rose. Hi Hugh. Nice to meet you.
And you
Thank
too.
you very much.
You a very big group. What to tell me about the group?
The group we are part of is called Horror Horror. Is
Yes.
the first Italian horror social brand, followed by over 70,000 horror and fantasy fans. And
Brilliant.
we also organize an event which is called the Vespertilio Awards, which is a
Yes.
sort of Oscar night dedicated to the horror cinema.
Oh, brilliant.
And brings together all the fans of the horror genre, because in Italy there are not so many groups of this particular kind of movies, and so the group has been created for join all the lovers of the genre.
Brilliant. Great. Good.
And this is also the reason why we asked for your participation, as you have took part of the film Cabal, which is the
Italian name Cabal.
Yes.
The original name Nightbreed.
Yes.
And so we would like to introduce you to the Italian audience as one of the protagonists of this movie.
Okay, good. That's great. Yep.
Let's talk about you. We know that you come from a great background as the theater actor. What was it that prompted you to approach the world cinema?
Well, I mean, how I got involved with Cabal was that Clive Barker was an old friend of mine, and he had a theatre company, and I used to go and see his shows and things, and he used to come and see me doing things too. And he's very loyal to people that he knows, like Oliver Parker, who is also in Nightbreed, and Doug Bradley and Simon Bamford, all who are friends of Clive's from a long time ago. And I was doing what we have, the English tradition of pantomime, which is kind of children's stories, which are kind of very traditionally performed with and in the pantomime they have a very extreme character, which is a travesty of a man in drag, and I was playing this character called Mother Goose, and Clive came to see it, and after he'd been to see it, then it was very good fun, and I was very extreme and everything, and he said, I've got this part in my film Nightbreed, and I think you'd be great for it. So that's really how I got to play Narcisse in Nightbreed, in Cabal. And it was a lot of fun because I was allowed to improvise quite a lot. And we had a lot of good, and anyway, they hoped it was going to be a huge hit. And in fact, after the two Hellraiser films, Clive was given a very big budget to do Nightbreed by 20th Century Fox and Morgan Creek Productions. And there was a lot of interference, and then they had the test screenings and various alterations went on. In the original version, Narcisse, my character, was killed off, and very flattered I was, but the audiences liked the character. So there was enhancement shoots. I was doing a theatre play, and on a Saturday I had to go to Pinewood and wait overnight, and then we filmed 3 Sundays extra scenes. And then in the cinema version, the character didn't die, because Clive's intended, they hoped that there was going to be Nightbreed 2, Nightbreed 3, Nightbreed 4. The film was then bombed and was described as the Heaven's Gate of horror, because Heaven's Gate, this huge film that was a big flop, it was called the Heaven's Gate of Horror. However, subsequently, it's gained a lot of followers and fans, and there's now been a director's cut version, and there's something called the Cabal cut, which somebody put together from outtakes and things that they managed to get hold of. So it's on the convention circuit. It's still very, very big. People go and and the movie's become 33 years later or something, a cult.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
And so you didn't have to audition for this part.
No, I didn't.
You have
I
been
didn't.
chosen
No.
outside from
Okay.
No, it landed on a plate.
Okay.
It was a gift.
What are for you the biggest differences between acting in theater and acting for the big screen?
Fundamentally, I think it's the same thing, is that you have to be truthful. You have to obey the truth of whatever the character is trying to say, and in the theater, of course, you have to be project a bit more and make it bigger. But the same thing applies, that the camera's even more acute about telling when you're not telling the truth, when you're lying. Nightbreed's a bit of a different thing, because it was it was it's a kind of theatrical performance I'm giving in Nightbreed. Whereas, in lots of television things and things, you just, a detective thing, you use yourself. But Nightbreed was a big performance.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you